So, organ donation is a very complex situation in the U.S. Organ donation both involves a process of people consenting to be an organ donor. They have to have the right causes of death so that they become an organ donor. What that means is basically, if you have certain ways of dying, you're much more likely to become an organ donor than other ways of dying. Organ donation is difficult right now for multiple reasons. One is that, at the outset, we require patients to consent for organ donation before they die. Where we had this idea that, what if the U.S. went to an opt-out system? And that's what we call a presumed consent system. And that system is such that, everybody in the population is assumed to be an organ donor unless they opt out of that. This sort of system has been adopted in many European countries, some in South America as well. And there's been increases in the organ donation rate as a result. And so we simulated various increases in organ donation resulting with a presumed consent process. And the increases were kind of on the scale of what you would see or what we have seen in other countries after they donated that. Now there's lots of uncertainty around how much organ donation would increase in the US because there are all these steps. The other thing is the US actually has very high organ donation rates relative to other countries to start with. So it's unclear how many more you would get. But some of the research has shown that lack of consent, we miss about 20 to 30% of organ donors.